You feel what I'm saying? What was your role in that? What steps did you take? Y'all, you really think this shit just falls into your lap? Really? If it says, okay, you're gonna get a promotion in your career, you think you just gonna get the promotion and not do shit? No, you put the steps in to get there. So again, this goes back into knowing yourself. If you knew what work you put in, this should validate what the hell you already know what's about to happen. You feel what I'm saying? But without that knowledge of self and without that understanding of self, the first thing that you do is get mad at the motherfucker who gave you the message wrong. They didn't give you the message wrong. They said this energy is going to be affecting you at this particular time. What the fuck are you going to do with it? You know? You don't really know what you're going to do with it simply because you're on the shit like, you know, you didn't know who you were. To know how to even manipulate these energies that are going to be hitting you. You know what I'm saying? It's deep, man. It's deep. I'm not just speaking just off of that esoteric side. I'm just in general, knowing who you are. There's people that can get you to go to school and go in debt, you know what I mean, to get a degree. You get a degree and you don't even want it anymore. Or you pushing yourself, oh, I can do this, I can do this. Yeah. You probably can do it through diligence and stuff, but it's like, what if you can't? What if you can't? Sometimes, you know, motivational speakers and shit, they give us all of this hope, but they don't give us reality. You feel me? They don't give us reality because they understand that we don't know who we are. That's how that shit works. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to hype you up for this time being. You're going to come in here. You're going to feel good by the time you leave. But then what? Because when you step outside of those doors, what actions are you going to put in? When you step outside of those doors, when do you actually kick in? Or you still riding away from the shit that this motherfucker gave you? Or you riding away for the inspiration that I gave you or some shit? Like, who are you? Because if you knew who you were, you know how to tap into that inspiration that will. You know how to tap into that motivation that will. Nobody outside of you can give it to you. You know? And a lot of times this is where that poison comes in. This is where that poison comes in. Because you're taught all your life that you have to find yourself. Go on your own journey. You have to go on your own journey to search for yourself. Figure out who you are. Find this. You've been with you every second, every minute of every day of your life, and you don't know who you are. You have to find yourself. Are you really lost? Think about it. Could you really be lost if you've been with you every minute of your day? Every minute of your life? You feel what I'm saying? Shit like that got to be put into perspective. You know what I mean? That's why it's very, very imperative that you know who you are. You know? But see, it also got to go deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just history. You know, it's not just the history of who your people were. You feel what I'm saying? I'm all for that. I love history. Especially I love the history of my ancestral lineage. You know what I mean? The people that preceded me. You know, the greatness. I love that shit. I study it, but that's not the only extension that lets me know who I am. You know, yeah, don't get me wrong. To know where you're headed, you got to know where you've been. You know? And the farther you can pull back a bow and arrow, the further it's going to go. Simple. So the farther you can go back into your past and understand, you know, what comes from you, the further you can go in life. You feel what I'm saying? But is that it? Is that the only dimension of knowledge itself? You know? What about your body? What about your physical being? You dig what I'm saying? Do you know you? Do you know your mental health? Do you know your spiritual health? A lot of us really don't because we're boxed in to fit a mold, to go in of an input and output system. You feel what I'm saying? We go to get the same education, whatever that may be. You feel what I'm saying? We practice the same religious practice, whatever that may be. You know, in essence, it's only three, so I mean, shit, fuck. You got denominations of the main three, so it's like, what do you? How do you know what your soul really needs? How do you know what your mind really needs? Therefore, how do you know what your body needs? Because when you follow the system, when you follow the synergy, you got the mind, body, and the soul, body, and mind, body, soul, and mind. However you want to put it together. It's a synergy and they all work together. You feel me? Your soul is your willpower, your mind is your thought, and your body is your action. You know what I mean? So your will infuses your thoughts invoke your action. Continued action strengthens your will. Keeps going in that cycle. But if you have no hand in any of that shit, who the fuck are you? How do you know who the fuck you are? How do you know what you are, when you are, how you are? How do you know these things about yourself?